All right, let's take a look at sig figs with addition and subtraction. And so here, instead of being limited by the number of sig figs that we have, we're going to be limited by the location of our uncertain digit. So for example, if we have 5.24 minus 0.834 plus 1.42. If we type that into our calculator, we'll get 108.406. And so here, when we're doing just addition and subtraction, we do not care about the number of sig figs. There's no point to count how many sig figs each thing has because it's totally irrelevant to what we're doing. What we care about here is the location of our uncertain digit. So remember, your uncertain digit is your rightmost sig fig. So in this case, it's this 4, it's this 4, and it's this 2. And so what we have to look at is which one has the least level of precision. So this one is in the hundredths place. This one is in the thousandths place. And then this one is in the tenths place. So what you're looking for is which uncertain digit is furthest to the left. That one's going to be your least precise. And in this case, it's this one that's in the tenths place. That's the least precise. And so our answer needs to go to that place as well. So in this case, our uncertain digit would be this 4. And so we would round that number. The number to the right of it is a 0. So that'll stay as a 4. And your final answer will be 108.4. Again, what we care about is the location of our uncertain digit. It has nothing to do with the number of sig figs. Right, note our answer has 4 sig figs, while these two numbers each only have 3 sig figs, right? Nothing to do with the number of sig figs. It's all about the location of the uncertain digit. So for example, this leads to some unintuitive answers. So for example, 200 minus 10 is equal to 190. Right? If you type that in your calculator, that's what you get. But what we have to think about when we think about sig figs is where our uncertain digit is. So we have the 2 and we have the 1. Our uncertain digit furthest to the left is the 2 because that's in the hundreds place. So that's our uncertain digit right there. And so our final answer is actually still just 200, right? That might be a little bit unintuitive and, well, that doesn't sound right. You have to think about what this number means when we're thinking about sig figs and we're thinking about measurements, right? This 200 has very low precision, right? And so when that's the sig fig or that's the uncertain digit, this number could actually be 100 or it could be 300. You don't know. That 2 is an uncertain digit. And so when you subtract this uncertain digit, you subtract 10 from it, you don't gain much more precision from that, right? That's like saying, oh, how much money do you have in my bank account? Oh, I have about 200. I don't know exactly how much, but it's somewhere around 200. Maybe it's 100 something, maybe it's 200 something, maybe it's $300. I don't really know. And then I use $10 up, right? I use $10, so I subtract $10 from that amount of money. I still only have about 200, right? If you had about 200 at the beginning and you subtracted $10, you still have about 200. You don't have exactly 190 because you didn't start with exactly 200. So you have to think about it in terms of precision